Nothing OS wallpapers, Nothing OS sounds, and much more. Yes, today I am going to review the RisingOs version 1.0 for Realme 6, 6i, Realme 7, Narzo 20 Pro and Narzo 30 4G. So this ROM is based on Android 13 and this is the first build of this ROM, and there is much more to talk about in this ROM. Options are much more than any other custom ROMs made for Realme 6. So let's get started. So at first, just like reviewing other ROMs, I will jump to the settings, and this is the settings UI of this ROM, and you can customize the settings UI from here. You will get these options, like if I select the Sushi, Legacy, Oxygen OS, the settings UI will look like this. Then if I change it to other, like if I choose Arcane, the UI will switch to this style. So let's get to the about phone section. So in the about phone you can see this is the RisingOs 1.0, and in the build number you can see it's Android 13, and in device info you can see the Android version is Android 13. The security patch of this build is of 5 April 2023. The RisingOs version is 1.0, and yes, this is GApp's variant, so you don't need to flash the GApp separately. And here you can see the device is not officially supported. Yes, of course this is not supported because this is the first build of this ROM. In later builds we may see official builds. Now let's get to other settings. Like in system we get lot of options, not like other ROMs. Here we have the buttons, we have some extra options like press and hold for torch and click to partial screenshot. Like if I click like this, I can select the area for a screenshot. Then we have the system profiles. Here you can save multiple profiles. Like in automobile there is different settings, you can keep different settings than default, so you can create new profiles too. Like in silent, here is all the audio options will be silent. So this is how it works. Now in USB configuration you will get the USB configuration without the default USB configuration without turning on the developer option. So that is a useful feature that we get in the system. And here we have a system updater. We have the Realme settings here. In Realme settings we get the smart charging, performance profile, the clear speaker. I hope you know what is the clear speaker. Then we have the game mode, the screen refresh rate and the FPS overlay. So the FPS overlay looks like this. It is quite accurate, you can see, even it works in all the games, but the background is not set. Like you can see it is now barely visible when the background is white, so that is not that useful. But don't worry, we get the game mode. In game mode we have the FPS meter, I will show you later. Here we get the Google well-being, that is the digital well-being. And talking about the screen on time of this ROM, we get around 8 hours of average screen on time, just like other ROMs. In the security we have the fingerprint and face lock, and we get the app lock. Like if I show you, here we have the protected apps, and you can add all the apps that you have. Now the app lock almost works all the time, but sometimes even if you just click on the fingerprint, it does not detect the fingerprint, then you have to enter the pin. So sometimes this happens, so I kept the app lock off. And we have the more security settings. Here we have the smart lock, SIM card lock, etc. In the sound and vibration, here is some interesting features like increasing ring volume. Like Realme UI, the ringtone volume will gradually increase. Now in vibration and haptics we have these settings, and yes, the vibration works perfectly fine. There is no weakness in the vibration, it's just fine. Then we have the default notification sound. And yes, in this build, as I said, we have all the Nothing OS notification sounds, and even if you hear, we have the Nothing OS, some different sounds. And even if I show you the screenshot sound, you can see it's quite different. If I turn the volume up, you can see it's quite different and it sounds cool. Let me show you some notification sounds. Here you can see we have some Nothing OS notification sounds, and I don't actually know which are the Nothing OS because I did not try all of this, and I think these two are from Nothing OS. Let me show you the ringtones. In ringtones you can see this is well known Nothing OS ringtone. Yes, this one is another ringtone from Nothing OS, so it sounds cool, right? And here we have the Realme Direct sound enhancer, you can see, but this crashes. You can see when I click on it, it does not open, and sometimes it crashes. But we don't need this because we have the Viper inbuilt in this ROM. You can see we have the working Viper module, and I did not install it manually. This is by default installed in this ROM, so that's a good feature. We get a very good sound experience with the Viper. So this is it for the sound section. Let's move. In the battery, the UI looks quite different than others. You get the battery percentage and the estimated battery runtime, and when I click on the view usage for past 24 hours, it requires system UI restart, but I think it does not shows the battery usage. Now in the wallpaper and style, as I shown you earlier, we get the RisingOs wallpapers like you can see. So these all are from RisingOs, and we get some AI wallpapers like Midjourney. So these are made from Midjourney. We get feathers, and here we have the dark theme option and the shortcuts like device controls and the themed icons. Now in display, we get the night light and the smooth display, lift to wake, tap to wake, which does not work. The desktop mode is here. So what is the desktop mode? I think it's like the Samsung desktop UI. When you connect your device to a desktop, it will work like a desktop. Let me just check how it works. So when I plug in the USB, then go to desktop mode and just click on start now. We get a tile in this section like you can see. So when I just click on stop now and then start now, so you can see it is crashing and not working properly. Let me just unplug, then connect again. So when I click now, there is no response, but one thing you noticed that the notification sound is quite different, so that sounds good. So let's close this. This does not work because this is just a beta build, not a beta, but it is the first version of a custom ROM. Now moving to next options in the display, those are all we get. We get alerts and nothing to talk about more. In personalization, we get all the options, like in about us we get all the about of RisingOs. In lock screen, we get the lock screen customization, like we get the edge lighting, which works definitely. Then the battery info in the lock screen, then the lock screen clock format. Here we can just select. You can see by default the lock screen looks like this, but we can change it to single line, which will look like this. Quite different, right? Now let's try the other one, the double line. So it looks like this, and we can set custom color in the lock screen clock style. Even we can customize the clock font. Let me just try this once. If I try this one, it looks like this. Then if I try this one, it's quite good. Not that this one looks quite unique. This one is good, right? So let's skip this one, and we have some others, and we can even customize the lock screen date font style. If I choose this one, it will look like this. Let's skip this one. You can see it looks cool. Wait a minute, I think this looks better. Now in the miscellaneous, we get the game mode, and in game mode we get these options just like CR. We get the library. Here we can add all the games we have, and even we can add any applications. If I go to settings, we get the preferred mode to performance and battery, and this is an extra option which is use angle. I think this is some kind of OpenGL or any graphics driver, I can say. Then we have the Google services. We have the parallel space to use multiple accounts of the same application. We have the smart charging. Then the system manager. In the system manager, we have the game mode. So sustainable performance, inactive, fixed performance. So these are the options. Now we have the weather settings here, and like CR, we have these three options like unlock higher FPS in games, unlimited Google photo storage, Netflix proof. So I hope you know all these settings because I explained this in previous video of CR. Now in the notification, we get these options like noisy notification, clear all button. That's it. In the quick setting, we get the auto brightness icon, and we can even customize the position of it, like it is on top. I will change it to bottom and it will shifted to this location. Now we can customize the columns, rows, the QS page transition, QS background transparency, etc. Now in the sounds, we get the pulse, and the pulse is an equalizer which will show in the bottom of the screen when you are playing music. And in the user interface, we get all the font and icon styles, etc. Like in monet setting, we get the accent color, the luminance, chroma effect, tint background, etc. In the system icon pack, we get the icon packs, and these icon packs looks quite different than others. I think we get the nav bar style, although I don't use the navigation bar. The quick setting style is here. If I just pull down, you can see I just changed it to cyberpunk and it looks like this. Pretty cool, right? Let's try some other options. Like if I changed it to color pop, it will look like this. The surround looks like this. So yeah, it looks quite unique. Now in the signal icon style, we get these options. We have some unique options right here. You can choose any of them. Then the signal icon style, the icon shape, the volume panel style. Like if we choose the Realme UI, it will show like this. It is not exactly like Realme UI, but looks quite like Realme UI. If I select the rise, it will look like this. In the Wi-Fi icon style, we get these options. In the about phone style, we can choose any options like centered wallpaper banner or centered wallpaper banner big. Let's see how this works. So yes, we get an tile of device info, like I am using RMX 2002. So it's showing like this with a background. Then we have some extra options like search bar, set style, random settings header, etc. So this is all about the personalizations. Now let's see and you can see it just stopped working. I don't know why. I'm facing this issue for first time. So that is not a bug. So the recent style looks like this. You get the RAM info, like right now it is 1.8 GB available, but if I click on this, you can see there is lot less than that. There is like 0.93 GB available, but it shows 1.8 GB. So I don't know how accurate this is, but this works. Then we have the screenshot option and the lock option, which is pretty useful because sometimes when we are writing something from a PDF, then we have to lock this. So this is an useful option. Now talking about some performance section, let's test the CPU throttling test. So this is how the throttling test works. You can see I run the throttling test without using any performance module or script, and the performance dropped like this. Now let's stop it and add this to game mode, then check how it performs. Let's see after several minutes. Okay, so we don't have to wait several minutes because the performance already started dropping. You can see the clock speed started dropping. So yes, you have to use performance script for heavy gaming. So now let's talk about the bugs that we get in this ROM. I have kept all the bugs in my Google Notes, and right here you can see I have written 5 bugs. The first one is app lock sometimes does not work. I just talked about this. Now the next bug is loading random URL does not work. Yes, this is an issue with the Chrome. If we just try to open random URLs, it does not open, just crashes and you can see just a white screen. Then the next bug is calls does not come in full screen. Let me show you. And also when we get any notifications, like when we get messages, it does not come right here. We have to just pull down the quick setting panel, then we get the notification. Same in caller screen, the call does not come in full screen. You have to just pull down the notification panel, like you can see. So you can see the notification came but not in full screen. I have to just pull down the notification panel to see the message. So you can see when the call comes, it shows right here. We have to just pull down to just answer the call. So that is a bug that may be annoying to you, but you can fix this by using any other calling apps, I mean dialer. But if you use any other calling app, then you will not get the option of recording the call. So yes, it depends on you what is your priority. Then the next bug is BGMI crashes while opening. Let me show you once. So when I click on new state, let's see it opens or not, although I did not try it. So I don't think the new state will crash. So let's close it and try to open the BGMI. And here is the game mode. In the game mode we get the FPS info. So it is about to crash now. Yes, you can see it crashes, but in Call of Duty it works perfectly fine. There is no crashing issue. Now let's discuss about the game mode. So the game mode looks like this. We get screen video and the screenshot. In the settings we have FPS info, the mode in performance, balanced or battery. Then we have the RAM usage, the FPS style, the notification mode, then the time, the temperature, and the battery percentage. So yes, this game mode is quite advanced. So these are all the bugs that I found in this build, and yes, in this build I did not found any audio distortion, so I think that is fixed now.